I talk a lot about music theory on this channel, and it could be because I have a degree in music theory. But what I'd like to do is back up here for a minute and kind of go back to the basics. I want to give you 5 big reasons why you, as an adult piano student, should study music theory. First of all, studying music theory makes everything on the keyboard make sense. Music theory can turn a jumble of notes into patterns. And once you begin to understand things like intervals, scales, and chords, then the piano suddenly stops feeling like 88 separate keys, this big bunch of keys staring at you, and it starts feeling like a connected, regular system. And so what happens when you study music theory is you begin to see relationships. You go, oh, that's 1, 5, 6, 4. That's a 1, 5, 6, 4 progression. I remember hearing that progression. Or here's a melody that outlines the G major arpeggio. And so this awareness helps build your confidence. It helps you move from memorizing just random stuff to understanding exactly how this all fits together. And so studying music theory speeds up your ability to learn new songs. If you've got some music theory under your belt, then you begin to recognize familiar structures instead of just starting from scratch every time. So, for example, you might notice that, hey, this song modulates to the relative minor. Or, hey, these are just broken chords. This melody has some broken chords in it. And so when you can identify patterns and chord progressions, then learning songs becomes faster, becomes less frustrating. I emphasize this a lot because I really believe this. It's like recognizing words in a language that you're learning to speak fluently. Once you begin to grasp the concepts of music theory, it encourages your independence as a musician. You ever met somebody who plays the piano, but they rely completely on the sheet music? You take their music away, they can't play. And that's sad. It shouldn't be that way. Learning music theory empowers you to go beyond just reading notes off a page. You can start figuring out songs by ear. You can learn how to improvise. You can learn how to reharmonize a melody, to give it different chords. It's the difference between reciting sentences and truly speaking the language of music. Learning music theory will deepen your emotional connection and your appreciation for music. Music theory isn't just technical. It's not a rule book. It's expressive. When you begin to understand why certain chords tug at the heart, or how a modulation, changing from one key to another, how it creates excitement, then you begin to appreciate songs on a deeper emotional level. You ever hear songs that practically move you to tears? Well, when you understand music theory, you'll know how they did it. And you'll not only learn to play better, but you will learn to play with more feeling. And this is often what keeps adult piano students motivated. It'll keep you motivated, and it'll keep you inspired over the long term. Studying music theory builds confidence and curiosity. You know, I've met people who say, gosh, I wish I'd learned this when I was younger. They just taught me how to play notes and how to play little songs. When you finally understand music theory, when you finally understand the concepts that perhaps once seemed mysterious to you, when you learned about key signatures, chord symbols, inversions, this is going to give you a wonderful sense of accomplishment. It'll open doors to all kinds of music. You'll learn how to play and appreciate classical music, pop music, jazz, rock and roll. It'll keep your musical curiosity alive for years to come. So I just wanted to step back for a moment because I know that on this channel I talk about music theory a lot. I've got music theory exercises, all kinds of talks about chords and progressions, and in fact I'm going to get back into that in future videos. But I thought it would be good to just step back for a moment and talk about why you should learn all of this. It's not because I want to fill your head with rules and exercises and dry technical knowledge. I want you to learn how music works. I want you to get inside the music and really feel how it all connects. I believe it's going to make you a better player, a better musician, and maybe even a better person overall. You'll learn to appreciate the art behind the music. Anyway, just some words of encouragement for you today. Don't get discouraged if some of this seems difficult or it feels like there's a lot to learn. You don't have to do it all at once. That's why I try to give it to you in little bite-sized amounts. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, any comments, then please be sure to leave those in the comment section. You can go to my Patreon page if you'd like to support the channel. There are some other ways to support the channel that will be debuting very soon here on At Home with Music. Also, if you're interested in using a piano app to help you get started, I recommend that you check out Skoov. And I will leave a link to Skoov in the description. Anyway, thanks again for watching, and I look forward to speaking to you in the next one.